Have you ever wondered what truly captivates women about men beyond the obvious looks and charm? There's a saying by Robert Brault that goes, "Enjoy the little things, for one day you may look back and realize they were the big things." When it comes to attraction, it's often the subtle, less talked about qualities that make the biggest impact. Today we're diving into the 7 masculine qualities that women secretly love. These aren't the cliches you hear every day, but rather the hidden traits that make a man irresistibly intriguing and uniquely appealing. Let's uncover what truly sets you apart in the eyes of women. Number 1. Strategic vulnerability. Women secretly love a man who knows when to let his guard down, showing just a touch of vulnerability. This doesn't mean bursting into tears every time a movie gets emotional or constantly sharing your deepest fears. It's about those rare moments when you peel back the tough exterior to reveal something real. Maybe you share a story about a failure that taught you a hard lesson, or admit to feeling nervous before a big presentation. This kind of honesty is like finding a secret door to a hidden room in a house, unexpected and intriguing. It's about balance. You don't want to be a walking open wound, but showing that you have feelings, struggles, and moments of doubt makes you more relatable and human. Women appreciate this because it breaks the monotony of the always-in-control facade. Plus, it shows trust. If you can let her in on your vulnerabilities, it means you see her as someone worthy of knowing the real you. Just remember, a little goes a long way. Think of it as seasoning a dish. You need just enough to enhance the flavor without overpowering the whole meal. Number 2. Indifference to popular opinion. Women have a secret admiration for men who couldn't care less about following the crowd or adhering to societal norms. It's not about being a rebel without a cause, but about having the confidence to live by your own values and beliefs. This is the guy who skips the latest fashion trends because he's perfectly comfortable in his old, worn-out leather jacket, or who doesn't jump on the avocado toast bandwagon because he genuinely prefers his breakfast cereal. This indifference to popular opinion signals that you're not easily swayed by what everyone else is doing. It shows that you have a solid sense of self and a backbone to match. You're not just drifting along with the current, you're swimming your own way, even if that means sometimes against the tide. Women find this incredibly attractive because it suggests stability and strength. You're not just another clone spouting the same lines and following the same routines. You're your own person, and that's a rare and compelling trait. Plus, it's a lot more interesting than the guy who spends half his day perfecting his Instagram selfies. Number 3. Meticulous self-care. Women notice when a man goes beyond basic grooming and dives into meticulous self-care. It's not just about showering regularly and shaving once in a while. We're talking about a guy who takes the time to moisturize, understands the difference between a good haircut and a great one, and maybe even has a skincare routine that involves more than just soap and water. This level of self-care shows discipline and attention to detail. It's like saying, I care enough about myself to put in the effort, and I'll probably care about you the same way. It's refreshing and reassuring. It suggests you respect yourself, and by extension, will respect her. Women appreciate a man who looks like he has his life together, not just a guy who rolled out of bed and hoped for the best. It also hints at a bit of mystery. What else is he thoughtful about? How else might he surprise you with his hidden depths? So go ahead, splurge on that high-end face wash and get your hair professionally styled. It's not vanity, it's smart self-investment. And trust me, women are paying attention to the little things. Plus, it's a lot easier to admire a man's rugged charm when it doesn't come with a side of rough skin and split ends. If you're enjoying this dive into the secret qualities that make men truly captivating, make sure to hit that subscribe button to join the Soulful Synergy community. Stay tuned for more insights and tips on what truly sets you apart. Don't miss out. Number 4. Mastery of a complex skill. Women secretly love a man who has mastered a complex skill. It doesn't matter if it's playing a musical instrument, excelling in a challenging sport, or being a walking encyclopedia of some obscure topic. Mastery shows dedication, patience, and intelligence. It's like you've put in the time and effort to be really good at something that's not easy, and that's seriously attractive. Think about it. Anyone can dabble. but it takes a special kind of person to stick with something until they've nailed it. Women see this and think, if he can commit to mastering that, he's got the potential to be committed and dependable in other areas too. It's also a glimpse into your world, showing that you have passions and interests that make you more intriguing. Plus, there's something undeniably appealing about watching someone be really good at something. It's impressive and a bit mesmerizing. Whether it's shredding on the guitar, scoring a perfect goal, or explaining the nuances of an ancient language, your expertise is a testament to your character and perseverance. And let's face it, having a special talent up your sleeve never hurts in making you stand out from the crowd. Number 5. Emotionally intelligent assertiveness. Women have a secret appreciation for men who possess emotionally intelligent assertiveness. This isn't about being a bull in a china shop or barking orders. It's the ability to assert yourself confidently, while also being aware of and sensitive to others' feelings. It's saying, I'm going to stand my ground, but I won't trample over yours. Imagine this. You're at a restaurant, and the food isn't quite right. Instead of throwing a tantrum or quietly suffering, you calmly and politely address the issue with the waiter. You get the problem solved without creating a scene. This shows that you can handle tricky situations with grace and poise, and women find that incredibly appealing. This quality also means setting boundaries without being a jerk about it. You're not afraid to say no when you need to, but you do it in a way that respects the other person. It's a balance of strength and empathy that's rare and highly attractive. It shows that you're not just a nice guy who gets walked all over, or a tough guy who bulldozes everyone. You're the guy who knows how to navigate the middle path, and that's something women really respect. Plus, it means you can handle your own emotions without letting them spill over and make a mess of everything, which is a major bonus. Number 6. Intriguing aloofness. Women secretly love a man who has an intriguing aloofness about him. This isn't the same as being cold or uninterested. It's more about having a self-sufficient air that says, I'm content with my own company, but I might let you in if you're interesting enough. It's the guy who doesn't need to be the center of attention at every party or constantly check his phone for social media updates. Instead, he's quietly confident and mysterious, and that's magnetic. This kind of aloofness makes a man seem like a puzzle that's worth solving. Women are drawn to the challenge of figuring out what makes him tick. It's like having an air of mystery that keeps them intrigued and wanting to know more. You're not easy to read, and that makes you more interesting than the guy who lays everything out on the table right away. Plus, this aloofness suggests that you're not desperate for validation or attention. You're comfortable in your own skin and don't need to be constantly reassured. Women appreciate this because it means you're likely to be more stable and less needy in a relationship. It's a fine line to walk, but when done right, a little aloofness goes a long way in creating that irresistible allure. Number 7. Dark humor. Women secretly love a man with a knack for dark humor. It's not just about making jokes, it's about having the wit to navigate the edgier side of life with a grin. Dark humor shows intelligence and a certain fearlessness. It's like saying, I can find the funny in the bleak, and I'm not afraid to laugh at life's absurdities. Imagine this. You're watching a grim documentary, and instead of sitting in somber silence, you crack a perfectly timed joke that has her laughing despite herself. It's a breath of fresh air in a heavy moment, and shows you can handle the tough stuff with a light touch. Women appreciate this because it means you're resilient and mentally agile. You're not easily rattled and can keep your cool even when things get a bit dark. Dark humor also indicates that you're not afraid to think deeply and critically about the world. It shows you have a complex view of life and can find humor in places where others might only see gloom. This makes conversations with you more engaging and your company more enjoyable. It's like adding a dash of intrigue and spice to everyday interactions, making you someone they're always excited to be around. Until next time, gentlemen, stay soulfully synergized.